Know what you're reading, but I read from the Bible. You can sit there and watch your 7 Squad, whatever the hell that is, but if you actually go back and read Amos 5, he says he hates and despises your feast days. And Father even tells you how he feels about the feast in Isaiah 1. You can see what the servants are talking about in Isaiah 66. He does not want you doing the feast. He wants you to actually go out there and do well, which is fulfilling the royal law. Because once you're in covenant, you're keeping the actual 10 commandments, which is including the Sabbath day. Because I don't know, because most of you guys that keep the feast think the day starts in the evening time, but the Sabbath day is Saturday morning until Sunday morning, dawn to dawn. I'll definitely put all the freaking verses in my comments section. But you need to understand that if you're not out here warning the people and you're feeding your own belly, trying to get people to learn Paleo Hebrew and trying to pull them over to do God's feast, that you're going into the second Exodus.
And that's why in Hosea 8 it says, because Ephraim has made many altars to sin, which is their Christmas and Easter, many altars to sin shall be unto them. This is going from doing Christmas and Easter and then going and profaning God's feast in a polluted land. This is why they didn't take heed to the full instruction of God. They didn't take heed to Deuteronomy 12 and 16 that says you can only do the feasts in Jerusalem. They didn't listen to the watchman calling. That's why there's many that are called, but few are chosen, which means few choose to do the work. Ezekiel 2, 3, and 33 is what the Messiah even tells you to do in Mark 13. Watch you therefore. It's a time of lamentation, mourning, and woe, and warning the people. Why do you think Judah is more treacherous than backslidden Israel? Because they took their time to try to figure out the calendar that's been removed according to Lamentations 2 and Jubilee 6 instead of going and warning the people. They became dumb dogs, lying down, loving his slumber, feeding their own bellies. They cannot bark, which means they cannot fulfill the royal law. Because they don't even know that Yeshua came to magnify the law and make it honorable. They have no idea about any of the prophecies that are written against them. They desire to become teachers of the law, but know not what they affirm.
Well, didn't Zephaniah 3 sit there and tell you that fathers restore the calendar? Did he tell you that a man was going to restore the calendar? No. He said that he was going to restore the calendar.
And the language.
And the language, and the pure language. And if you don't have the right Day of Atonement, you're cut off. If you don't have the right kind of wood, you're cut off. If you do not have the Levitical priest, you are cut off.
And that's why it even says in Zephaniah 3, the last verse, the feast were a reproach, a burden to the servants of God. Why? Because the servants of God know they're not supposed to be doing it, and all you wicked-ass Judah Torah movement people are casting stumbling blocks before the lost sheep of the house of Israel and leading them into captivity. Hosea 8, leading them into Egypt, into bondage. So buckle up, buttercup.
Repent or perish.